Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I am a lover of the season fall or autumn, whatever you like to call it. Oftentimes I will get into the winter months and kind of lament, where did fall go? Where did my favorite season go? And I wish at that time that I could go back and absorb the season a little more fully. So this year I have decided to be just a little more intentional than in the past, and I just really want to do that in order to fully celebrate the season. So I decided to create a little challenge. There's a slight backstory to that, but basically I'm calling it Fall, Faith, and Fitness. This is loosely based on some things I've seen on Instagram where several women are young women, I think mostly new wives or young moms, are doing sort of a 75 hard version of that, and they're calling it Holy, Healthy, Happy. But mine is a little easier, so I'm starting with the beginning of the official. I've been doing it since September 1st. That's what I call fall. September, October, November. In my book, that's fall. I know that may not technically be right, but that's how I look at it. So that's what I'm doing for this little challenge. So I've kind of already immersed myself in this, but I'm putting it out there now to have it sort of official with the official beginning of fall per what the calendar says. So I'm talking in circles, I think, but that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to share with you what I have done and how these things might look as the season progresses. So in my daily planner, this is actually not my planner, sorry, I will have a planner like this soon. This is my daily journal and my gratitude journal notebook, and also a place where I keep stickers and some ephemera. So I was making a list the other day of what I've already done to enjoy fall, and I was happy to see I've done a lot. I made fall potpourri. I assembled several of these Indian corn charms made from beads. I did do a tinier one, but I didn't have very many of the little beads. So this I have hanging on my purse when it's not here in front of me. I decorated the fireplace mantle with orange twinkle lights, wooden pumpkin pictures, and a painting a friend made. I bought a fall themed t-shirt, which I love. It says Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And so there's a picture of an egg enjoying all the fall activities. He's holding a latte and there's pumpkins and so forth. It's really cute. Anyway, I bought some pumpkin spice lattes. I bought a deep orange wonky gourd for the porch, which sadly had a rotten spot on it, and within a few days I had to throw it away because it was starting to stink. I didn't notice that when I bought it. I hung up our front door fall themed wreath. I put out my 2 fall themed decorative pillows. I bought a candle that says autumn vibes on it. It smells really good. Put out pumpkin decorations on the dining room table. Bought a fall magazine. Cut out fall pictures. Let me show you what I'm talking about there. From fall magazines from previous seasons. And I like to use these to decorate letters and journals. I just like to randomly put these on an envelope that I'm mailing or in a journal to create more of that fall feel. So for the fall aspect of this challenge, let's see, I have it here, fall, faith, and fitness. So for the fall part, it's basically going to be anything fun or joy-giving, joy-filled that I do within the season. So today we went to the zoo with one of our sons and daughters-in-law and grandsons, and we just had a really great time walking around the zoo. I'm counting that. But it could be a more focused thing, such as a trip to a pumpkin patch, I don't know, whatever else you might do in the fall that's seasonal, maybe a farmer's market. And so the fall category is fall related or fun things within fall. And then, by the way, I did buy these beads when I was making these, and I thought that they would fit on here on the chenille or pipe cleaners. That was a little bit of a story there. I had to kind of invent my own way of doing it, even though the particular site I went to said to buy that. Anyhow, that's been fun. Drinking coffee in a fall theme mug is fun, but I digress. So, faith. Let me go back to that. I am a Christian. I read the Bible. I pray. I express gratitude to God. And so I like to encourage my relationship with the Lord by reading my Bible daily, praying, working on memory verses from the Bible, and gratitude. So I have my gratitude journal. Sticker from my son who's in Alaska, and I love this paper. I just have to say, this is the Traveler's Notebook paper. It's the thin, what is it called? I keep forgetting the name. It's called Lightweight. Really liking this paper, if you're wondering about it. It is a little thinner. Occasionally I get bleed through, but I am loving that. So, gratitude. That is key for me, and that has really shifted my perspective in my life in so many ways, to find the good things in the day, even when it seems like there couldn't be anything possibly to find. So, oh, how coincidental. Happy fall, y'all. Oh, I also use my fall mugs throughout the season. I've already started. Put them out September 1st, and I'm loving using those. But let me show you the pens I bought for highlighting in my Bible or my notes. I did buy a new Bible called She Reads Truth. I ordered it super cheap on Amazon, and it came, but it was not the cover I thought I was ordering. So that's going back or being donated, and I'm waiting for my new one, which is the gray linen cover. But I saw these on Amazon and really wanted to get back into highlighting in a Bible and making notes off to the side. I haven't done that in a few years. I've kind of gone into note-taking in a separate notebook, but I wanted to get back to that because I really like that, just working in my Bible. And I thought it'd be fun to try some new highlighters. Mine are almost all gone. So I ordered this set. These are Mr. Pen, if you didn't recognize the mustache and the little logo there. These were called Autumn. They have a couple different autumn varieties. This was Autumn Earth, or Earthy Autumn, something to that effect. Does it say on here? I don't see it. So on Amazon, the colors just really resonated with me. In person, I'm not real wild about this one. Let's see if I can get it out. This one, so as I'm looking through my phone, it looks better. In person, this is like neon orange, and I am really not into the neon too much. However, when you highlight with it, it's toned down slightly. The rest of these colors, though, are good. They're not as distinct as the casing, whatever you call that outside part seems to indicate. I'm sure that's hard to totally match an ink with a plastic holder of ink, but they're good. But this one just kind of wasn't exactly what I was expecting. However, overall, liking these colors, and they were named Autumn, and that's helping me with my autumn focus. So that was fun. They were pretty, quite inexpensive, I feel like, on Amazon. So let me backtrack just one moment. Part of my fall/fun category is to read this book with our book club. It's kind of appropriate for later October when we think of Halloween. This, murder mystery type thing seemed like a fun read for that season. Don't know much about it. Please don't tell me. It looks pretty doable. Like a lengthy enough story where you can get into it, but not a super hard one to get through. So that is part of the fall, part of fall faith and fitness. And then fitness kind of for me, it's just keeping up with trying to do healthy eating. I'm pretty good at it. I have followed Weight Watchers for a few years now. Haven't continued to lose weight, but it has helped me keep track of what I'm eating so I don't tend to overeat too often. So I am always working on, but doing fairly well with healthy choices at this stage of the game, except maybe for these are sugar-free, but you know, chemicals, whatever you feel about all that, that's my one vice, so I'm not giving it up. Anyway, let's see, walking, trying to be regular at walking. I'm thinking about buying an exercise bike. I had joined a gym, just didn't work out with me with the timing, and I don't like to leave once I'm home, so I'm trying to find more home-based activity. I have my weights off to the side here for some just weights for my arms and working on a shoulder issue there. Keeping up with that, but I think my husband's doing this fun little challenge with me, and we're going to work on some of those aspects together. And because I can't say no, and my daughter kind of enabled me, I bought this Owala water bottle. I just did a funny little thing on my Instagram stories. I just thought this was, I mean, it's helpful when you first try it. It says lift to unlock, push button, and then it says nicely done. And that made me laugh when I first saw that. My daughter saw that on my Instagram stories, and she's like, Mom, you need to take off the stickers. And I'm like, I know. I just thought that was funny. That's why I posted that whole thing. So anyway, having a water bottle, a new one, makes me want to drink more water, and that is part of one of my healthy goals for the next 30 plus days, is to make sure I'm getting in, probably reasonably for me would be to drink at least 2 of these a day. I just don't feel that much thirst. I have to make myself drink water. I have to think about it. So having a cute new cup helps. I bought this silicone, they call it a boot, but it makes this not as slippery and also protects it, supposedly. If you drop it, I guess it could still dent, but maybe it helps with not chipping. And an interesting thing about this is I ordered it, gosh, it was like, oh no, we'll just guesstimate. It was maybe 9:30 in the morning, and I got it by, I don't know, noon, 1:30, something like that, the same day. So that was quick service. This was in a plastic bag, not bubble wrap, and it was just in a basic Amazon envelope, and I was amazed that it arrived without a dent on it. I am appreciative of the delivery person who just didn't throw it down on my porch, or if he did or she did, at least it's in one piece. So I think that is all I wanted to share with you. If you want to do this little challenge, I'm just starting it now, and it'll probably go through the 31st. So however many days that is. Fall officially starts in just a couple days, so I'm just starting it now, and love to have you join along. But I'm just telling people, whoever interested, this is my version of it's not the 75 hard that my sons do. This is half the amount of time and super easy. I'm not giving myself too many rules. It's more for fun, but it is to help me focus on some of those aspects that are important to me. Love to have you join along or do some form of it with me. I think I'll occasionally post something that applies to my fall faith and fitness 30 plus day challenge. In November, I'll probably regroup and have more of an emphasis on Thanksgiving. So that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing great. See you again soon. Take care. Bye.